Hi, I'm Mark Willows from Clocks4Classics, and today I'd like to show you how to fit our EasyFit repair kit to this RV type tacho. Now these tachos were made by both Smiths and Jaeger. You can tell it's an RV type because the part number here starts with the letters RV. And to fit the repair kit, the first thing we need to do is remove the bezel and glass, and that's very easy, it just twists off. Sometimes it may be stiff and you may have to apply some penetrating oil, but usually they just twist off. And once that's off, then there's this ring behind the bezel and the glass that you also need to lift off. And once we've done that, then we turn the tacho over and we remove these two screws that hold the case in place. And with those two screws removed, we can just lift the case off and we can see the tacho itself. Okay, so here I have the tacho movement removed from its case, and if we take a look at this, you can see that there's really two main parts to the movement. There's this circuit board at the back, and we're actually going to remove that and replace it with the circuit board from our repair kit. And then if we look here, I'll just manoeuvre it so you can see it, this sort of mechanism behind the dial here, this is the movement itself, and this is the part that moves the needle, and that's we're still going to use and leave in place. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to test the movement, and to do that I'm going to cut these two wires, these red and black wires here that join to the rear circuit board, and I'm going to cut them leaving as much length in place as I can. So I'll just do that now. Okay, that's those cut, and now I'm going to test them, and to do that I'm just going to use a small AA battery, but before I can do that I need to strip those wires, so I'm just going to stop the video for a moment while I do that. Okay, so I've stripped those two wires, and I've got my AA battery here, and I'm going to join the black wire to the negative end of the battery and the red wire to the positive end of the battery, and we should see the needle move, so I'll do that now. Okay, so we see the needle move. So that says that the movement is working. Now if the needle doesn't move, do try turning the battery round, because sometimes these wire colours are incorrect, and if you find that they are incorrect, then just make a note of which wire is the positive wire and which is the negative. So let's get on now with actually fitting the repair kit circuit board. Okay, so now we've tested the movement from our tacho and we've seen that it works, and so we're now going to fit the EasyFit circuit board from the repair kit. So this is the board, and you can see on the front it's got two wires, a white and an orange, and they're the wires that are going to connect to our tacho movement. And if we turn the board round, we can see on the rear there are three wires, and a red, a black and a blue, and these are the wires that will connect to the vehicle once the tacho is installed, and we'll talk more about those later. And there's just one other thing that I'd like to point out on the board. If you look at the top corner here, I'll just zoom in a little bit, you can see this little button on the top here, and this is the calibration button that we use to calibrate the tacho once the circuit board has been fitted, and we'll talk more about that later as well. So in order to fit the new circuit board, the first thing we need to do is remove the old circuit board, and that's just a matter of removing these two screws, and then the old circuit board will lift off. So I'll do that now. The old circuit board just lifts off, and then we take the new circuit board from our repair kit, and that just bolts on in place using the same screws. Just make sure that you've got the calibration button in this top corner here. So I'll just screw that in place. And once the board's in place, then the next thing we need to do is join the wiring. And so we'll be joining the orange and white wires from the EasyFit board onto the black and red wires from the Tacho movement. And we want to join the orange wire to the positive Tacho wire. Now, when we tested the unit before using the battery, we saw that the positive wire was the red wire in our case, and we want to join the white wire to the negative Tacho wire, and when we tested we saw that that was the black wire. Now, if when you did the testing you found that you had to turn the battery round, that the wire colours were incorrect, then just swap those to what the red and the black wire around. So the way I'm going to join the wires is to use these gel connectors that come with the kit, and I'll just zoom in so you can see those. And these are very straightforward to use. You just insert the wires into the holes at the end there, and then you push down on this button with a pair of pliers to make the connection. So first of all, I'm going to join the orange and the red wires together. So I just push the wires in, make sure the wires are pushed all the way to the end, and then that's the red one in, that's the orange one in, and then once they're pushed in, then you just get a pair of pliers, squeeze the button on the top of the connector. Make sure you squeeze the button all the way round so it's flush all the way round, otherwise you won't get a good connection. And you'll see that there's some gel is extruded from the connector. That's to seal the connection and prevent any corrosion. So that's the orange and red wires connected. I'll just do the same with the white and black wires. Push the wire all the way to the end and squeeze down the button, and that's the connections made. And then once the connections have been made, you just need to tuck those wires out of the way, and make sure that when you tuck them out of the way they're not going to prevent the movement of the mechanism. So make sure you can still move the needle, and then that is the board fitted. Now, one more thing we will need to do before we put the unit back in its case is to calibrate it, and that is done using this calibration on the top. Now, there is a separate video which shows you how to do that, so I'll let you watch that separately. But the next thing I'm going to do now is drill a hole in the rear of the case for these wires to exit. So to drill the hole in the rear of the case, we're going to use this template that comes with the kit, and you can see I've cut the template out, and I've also made a small pinprick just in the centre there. And the way we use this template is that we put it actually face down on the case at the back there. It's marked with the letters top, and they go at where the top of the tacho would normally be. And then we look on the inside and we line up the black dots with the holes in the case. Let's do that now. And once those black dots are lined up, then we turn the template over and we tape it down with a couple of pieces of tape so that it can't move. And I usually just check on the inside that the dots are still lined up with the holes, and they are. And then what we do is we drill the case where the pinprick is, and we drill it with an 8mm drill. Just one word of caution, do make sure that the case is well clamped down before you drill it, otherwise it might spin and cause injury. Well, I'm going to do that now, so I'll stop the video for a moment. Okay, so I've drilled the hole in the back of the case and I've been careful to deburr it so there are no sharp edges. Now the next thing to do is to put the tacho back in the case. Now just a reminder that before you do this you need to have been through the calibration procedure as shown in the other video. But once you've done that we can put the tacho back in its case, and it's just a matter of threading the wires through the hole that we've made, fitting the tacho in position, and then just securing it in place with the two screws that we removed earlier. One screw there and another here. And one thing you might be wondering is should we have a grommet in the rear of the case to protect the wiring? And the answer to that is that we don't need one, because the circuit board holds the wires in the middle of the hole so that they can't chaff. And in fact, if we were to add a grommet, it would upset the spacing. So we avoid doing that. So once the tacho's in its case, then we just have to put this ring back on the front, and then we can twist in place the bezel and the glass. And that is the repair kit fitted. Now when you come to install the tacho in the vehicle, please take a look at the vehicle installation instructions, which you'll find on our website. They're a separate document from the fitting instructions, and they have diagrams showing the wiring for the various vehicle configurations. But just to run through it briefly, the red and the black wire are the positive and negative supply to the tacho. So if you have a negative earth car, then the black wire will connect to earth and the red wire will be the 12-volt feed. If you have a positive earth car, then you would connect the red wire to earth and the black wire would be the 12-volt negative feed. And then the blue wire connects to one of the terminals on your ignition coil. Now which one it connects to depends on whether your car is positive or negative earth, and also it depends on what type of ignition system you have. So please take a look at the vehicle installation instructions for that. So thank you for watching, and that's how you fit one of our EasyFit repair kits to this RV type tachometer.